I was gonna name this video Lies Black Women Tell Themselves without the question mark, but a lie means that you know that it's false. But lies are what Black women are told about love and relationships. There are no good men or women available for partnerships, okay? That the dating pool is trash, that the location that they're in is scarce in terms of relationships and magnetizing relationships, okay? Those are lies, all right? What Black women tend to fall victim to is false narratives regarding love. The false narratives that the dating scene is trash, the false narrative that there are no available people who align with your values, okay? Now, I'd love to talk about the practicality and the spirituality of any situation, because the fact of the matter is there is a neuroscientific issue here and then a spiritual issue here, all right? So, neuroscientifically, whenever you consume any content, right? Whenever you surround yourself with people who believe these lies that you're fed regarding dating, regarding love, regarding relationships, regarding any friendships even, okay? That there are no quality people on the planet that actually align with you, all right? Anytime you consume that, anytime your algorithm brings that content and you absorb it and you eat it up, what you're feeding your brain is that is the actual reality, that is the truth, that is what you need to believe, okay, in order to survive. And when you tell your brain that, your brain is just a machine. It's an operating system, okay? And that operating system, your brain, its job is to give you more of what you consume, more of what the algorithm feeds you. Your brain literally does produce the algorithm of your life. In fact, the brain has a system called the reticular activating system that actually will print out, all right, and will show you and will give you a tunnel vision for what you feed it, for what you allow people to tell you, for what you believe. So if you're consuming content that's telling you that men are trash, that women are trash, all right, that healthy partnership does not exist, then that is what your brain will show you. That's its job. That's the reticular activating system. It's like a filter. It's not going to give you, it's not going to show you healthy relationships and healthy dynamics. It's not going to do that, because you've internalized this false belief and this false narrative and the lie that there is not enough good, healthy partners available. So, spiritually, when we're talking about conscious manifestation, we're always manifesting. We're always creating our reality. There's nothing outside of us, remember, that creates our reality. We do. So, when you are consciously manifesting, you understand how crucial it is not to consume anything that is the opposite of what you want. If you want healthy, grounded relationships, then you can't consume content that is the opposite of that, that opposes that. You can't sit and listen to podcasts that talk about how trashy men are, how trashy relationships are. You can't consume it. That's the sacrifice that you have to make. You can't. It is like, I'm a nurse, right? It is like if I have a patient who comes in with a certain diagnosis, all right, and the doctor says, hey, this is the care plan for them. I'm not going to deviate from that care plan, right? I'm not going to give them something that is not on that care plan. So the same for you. If you want an actual loving, grounded relationship with someone who cares about you, someone who adores you, someone who cherishes you, then you cannot deviate from the care plan of telling yourself, you know what? All I see are healthy partners. I always have good luck dating. I always have these amazing experiences. People always treat me well when I date. That's what you tell yourself. You don't tell yourself the opposite. You don't deviate from the care plan. Do you see? You allow yourself and you consciously tell yourself that, you know what? You don't have to believe it at first, by the way. You can doubt it at first. Your brain likes what is familiar. All right? So it is familiar with, there are no good people out in the world, okay, in my surrounding area. That's what it's familiar with. So it will resist you at first. But what you have to do is adhere to that patient will have they have that diagnosis. But the longer we adhere and the longer that patient adheres to the care plan, right? Whatever is wrong with them, right? Or not wrong with him, but whatever wounds need to be healed or whatever ailments need to be healed will go away or shrink, right? So you have to continue to tell yourself, I'm available for healthy, good. You can't say there's not enough. Universe, source, God, life is infinite. When you tell yourself that, you know what, there's not enough partners out there, what you're saying is the universe is this limited, scarce being who cannot give me more than what I can see. The problem is your brain can't see it, so it doesn't believe it. It doesn't believe it. But every time you feed yourself, you know what? Every time you tell yourself, you know what? There's a lot of available partners out there for me. You're planting that seed. And although you can't see the seed, you can't see the product of the seed, know that it's growing underground. You just can't see it. The universe is infinite, okay? And it only mirrors what your standards are. So if that's your belief, its job is to give you what you feed it. Your brain, that's its job, all right? You have to go to the mental gym and tell yourself that there are available partners, that you're loved, that you're cherished. Take it a step further. I'm in a healthy, grounded relationship with a partner who adores and cherishes me. All right? You can say that now. So that way your brain starts to filter. It picks it up. At first it's resistant, right? When you go to the gym, your muscles are resistant to all of the working out if you haven't worked out in a while. But in time, right, you build that strength and it's not as hard anymore. There's still some challenges, but it's not as hard. The same goes for your brain. You're going to start seeing, you'll first see it maybe in other people. You know, you're going to see healthy partnerships, healthy relationships, right? So do not feed yourself a false narrative anymore. You deserve so much more than what you're giving yourself, than the words that you are speaking. Your words create your reality. Consciously, all right, tell yourself, you know what? I deserve more than to undermine what I know that I'm valuable for, right? You're undermining the, the plan. Mercury's retrograde. The plan for your life that's in alignment. And perhaps that's healthy relationships, or healthy friendships, or healthy business relationships, or partnerships. All right? So make sure that you consciously are showing up for yourself. All right? And if you wanted help in this area, all right, I have a conscious manifestation mastery membership. All right. And you're going to learn more than just trendy manifestation hacks. All right. we're consciously understanding manifestation and creating your reality and training your brain. We're going to use spirituality, absolutely, but we're also going to use science, practical strategies, all right? Whether that's relationships or money or career, whatever it is. So I'll put the link below for you. I also have a soft wealth lifestyle community. And what that is a community where you can surround yourself, right? Remember the algorithm, and who you surround yourself with will determine your manifestation, conscious manifestation. So that's a community where women are learning how to live a soft life and just being in community with other women, because studies show that when you surround yourself with people, like-minded individuals, right, with the same goal, you're more likely to adhere to those goals. Okay, so I'll put the links below. I also have downloads, and I'll put all my offerings down there for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.